Okay, so tonight, just a little update. I am working on the wood cutting scenario. So I've been playing around with the sub graphics and some scripting events just to try to get them to work how I want to. And so what I've done is I've set my character to start with a lantern, and I just wanted to show you how you could attach a subgraphic in there. So what I wanted to do is just go to resources, and then I've got the lantern in there, and what it is you turn on subgraphics here in the resources for your character. So there's my Ash character. You turn on the subgraphics here, then you come over here, choose the graphic you want to attach. So I've chosen the lantern, and then what I've done is set the coordinates appropriately, and I've attached it to, you can choose what node you want to attach it to, which is the skeleton rigging from whatever 3D application or animation software that the character was created with. This was done with Mixamo, so I think it's 41 nodes there. I'm not going to pause it and count, it's not important. But I went to the right hand index 1. So that's basically the index finger on the right hand. So I attached it there. And that's set up and tied in. And you can see that there's also the axe here. And this is something I don't like, is that everything you've got appears attached. Like if I've only got this in subgraphic 1, I only want this in subgraphic 1. I don't want subgraphic 2 there as well. So I don't know, maybe they'll fix that or not. But basically, so that's there. Then in the event, which I'll show you in a minute, you hide those, or you basically make them visible or invisible. But anyway, so that what I want to do is I want to go to this graphic here, and then I want to turn subgraphic on for that graphic as well. Now I haven't tried this, so I don't even know if it's going to work. I'm just going to attach it to the root because there's no other node. I'm going to go into the subgraphic, and what I want to attach is actually a particle. And what I want to do is attach, no, I want candle flame. Add an exit. And then I want to move that up, I think. So what I want to do is relative coordinates. I think it's this one. There we go. So then that should be attached. That'll be burning right at the hand, but I'm going to drop it down lower actually. I'm going to put it right there. 0.0. Nine. No, I don't want to go -9. 0.9. Okay, go back to 1. Go back to 0. Oh yeah, I want to go slightly below. So backspace, -0.5. Too low, so it probably needs to be a 0.5. There we go, good enough. Now, this isn't the final light. This is just to demonstrate how this is going to work and give it a test. So we're just going to hit OK. And it should be in the center of the rest of it. Yeah, perfect. That's good. I just want to make sure that that's actually working. Okay, so then this event, I set up this event here. And basically all this event does, so you can view this in either text mode, or you can view this in panel mode. Panel mode is kind of like the GDevelop event scripting components. It's basically just a visual way to color code and identify what's going on in your text scripting. It's also similar to the node view layout in Unreal Engine, or Godot's got one now too. A lot of engines have them, but so you can have subroutines and they can block out and come over here and lay out more, but not important for right now. But basically, what we do here is we have a change display state of player subgraphic, and it changes the the display state off for 0 seconds of the subgraphic number 2. Now, subgraphic number 2 is the axe. So delete this event, then happens. And this is run, it only runs once, but it runs right at the beginning, turns off that subgraphic, and then deletes itself. So that's all that does. Then, if we come over here, we have the axe that is a custom event. No, cancel. I clicked on the stump. The axe is a custom event. And what we have happening in the axe here is it plays a sound basically when you collect a coin. So a cha-chink sort of sound. Then it makes the weapon in the woodsman axe. So in Ash's equipment menu, it actually equips the axe for the character stats. That didn't seem to be working correctly, and maybe because it didn't exist in his inventory, so I'm going to have to look into that. That's purely a database thing, so that it's on, so that there'll be some skills or something, or just so that it lines up. It's not really important for what I'm working on, but I thought, well, if I'm going to that level, I might as well attach it as well. Because what I eventually want to have it do is attack the tree. The tree will be like a cast member. It'll take damage, and then when it dies, it deletes itself and generates a pile that you can collect and pick up. Change the display state. Man, I'm not pronouncing that word correctly tonight. The display state of the player's subgraphic. So it turns number 1 off, so that's the lamp, and then it turns number 2 on, which is the axe, and the axe just kind of fades in. So it turns this off right away. Then half a second later brings the axe in. Then it deletes itself. Okay? So now we're going to jump in and I'm going to show you how that looks. So right away, here we have it. Now I just want to see if this is lit up a little bit more with the light from the candle. It's not really generating any light. I was hoping it would. But you can see I wanted to demo that subgraphic for you. So I'm holding a subgraphic, and that subgraphic has a subgraphic. So that's kind of neat. All right, now I want to walk in here under the archway. Oh, wait. Go and hit the space bar and read the sign. Woodcutter's Glen. Pick up the axe and cut down the snag. Harvest the wood. All right. I want to make sure that was still working. I didn't check that after some changes today. There's the axe. So I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to orient myself so you can see me a little bit better in the light. I'm at the axe. I'm going to press the space bar because I triggered it so that when the player interacts with it. And there we go. The lamp went away. The axe deleted from the log, and I now have the axe. So tomorrow what I want to do is make it so that when I press a button on the keyboard or the A button on the controller, because I'm just going to pick up the controller, this is all able to be done with the controller as well. So this game, I want to be able to play it either way. If you're a keyboard guy or a controller guy, I want you to be able to do both. So anyway, the idea then tomorrow is we'll be coming over to this tree. We'll be chopping it down. The tree will disappear, take damage and disappear. And then when it disappears, it's going to give me things on the ground. Then when I pick up those things on the ground, they will appear in my inventory. So that's the idea. And so hopefully we can get to that point tomorrow. That's it for tonight.